Hey guys, what is happening? What is going on with my subscriber count? I don't know what's happened in the last 30 days, but I've gained like 80% more subscribers than I normally get a month. The last 3 years have been quite slow, but I don't know, I think this Svelte topic is more popular than many of us expected, so long may it continue. So in my ramblings amongst Svelte, I've decided that I actually want to learn how the code actually works, how the Svelte compiler works. So I'm going to be trying to make some videos on how the actual compiler works, surprisingly. And this is the main repo here where most of the action happens. And we can go into the source here and then to look at this compiler project, and the biggest file I can see in this, it seems to be component. And I'm going to have a little dig around in there, not at the moment, but I'm just showing you this is where the code is. Yeah, it's all in TypeScript. That's it. So I've been working on this bootcamp for Svelte, and I'm going to start teaching it probably in my meetup in Vienna, some of the stuff in here. But what I've done is I've created a little project, and it's just basically a default template for Svelte projects. And what I'm going to look at is actually what is the compiler output for the basic Svelte file. So for example, if we go in here, we got our default main file where we create a new app component, and in that app component we just show hello world. So what I've done here is that I've actually simplified the app. So instead of having a variable, we are actually just having world, right? So what does that output in the as the compiler? So if you want to see the raw output as you debug stuff, then you basically want to run it in dev mode like this. So if you go into package.json, there's two ways you can run the file. You can run dev, or you can run build. To see the compiler output in the browser, what we have to do is we have to run npm run dev and turn off the source maps, so that when we run this, okay, so it's going to give us just a bundle.js, and then we can just see how that works in the browser. So there is a default payload that comes with the current version of Svelte, and this is some framework generated code. So this is it's about 300 lines. Now, for example, if we just go into our main file here and just delete this, right, and we go back into our bundle, we can see that it will remove this Svelte related code, but we'll leave something in to do with live reload. So let's just check to see if it compiled. Okay. So now you see all that Svelte related code is gone pretty much here. So we're just going to revert that change and go back into here, and we'll just open this up in the browser. Now the one thing that we can recognize is hello world, right? So let's do a search on this, and we can see that there is this thing called block here, and we have this thing called text content. That's what we can relate to here. All the rest of the stuff I'm not going to cover in this video, but I just want to show you how you can go about looking at this code in the browser and figure out kind of what this stuff does. So let's just go into the browser now, and it will open up the app. So as you see, again, I'm trying to see if I can make videos with the smaller screen size, but it is kind of really hard for me to do. So this is the output here, and we just want to try and find what is going on when the thing loads. Now, there is some code that will execute this automatically. Looks like a self-executing file here. So yeah, this is going to execute this whole page as soon as it loads. And let's just put a little breakpoint into here to see if that actually hits that straight away first. And we'll just play around a little bit. And we'll put a breakpoint on the hello world as well. So let's just search for hello world. Alright, got in there. And let's just refresh the browser. So as expected, it's hit the breakpoint up here, and I reckon it's going to come down into the app here, and so there's this thing called new app. I'll just I really am struggling with these. I don't know how people make all these videos with like this screen size all the time. It would make me, yeah, it would challenge me. So let's just log app here and see what this is. It's a function, and it extends this thing called Svelte component dev, and let's just see what that is as well. So they've got this thing called Svelte component, and that extends Svelte component, and they can play around a little bit in here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go away, I'm going to play around a little bit more to make sure I understand this, and I'm going to come make another video. So hopefully that whet your taste buds for some more interesting compiler stuff shortly. Thanks guys.